Hi, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? We're so happy you're here. Tonight is Tuesday, February 11th. We're coming to you live. I'm in New Jersey tonight, beautiful Cliffside Park, New Jersey. I'm usually in New York, but I'm across the Hudson River tonight. And Leo is in California. Tonight, we have an incredible show for you. Our friend Bethany Vahn of the North Shore of Massachusetts. You know how famous Bethany is. Well, we don't just get Bethany tonight. We get a bunch of her amazing students in the Voice Club in Beverly, Mass. At the Larkham Theater. So, Leo, hit that promo.
A big fish in a small pond, got the days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Who I am.
Well, welcome back. We're really excited. It's just tonight's going to be just such a wonderful show. And tonight is a testament to friendships, to old friendships. Bethany posted a picture this week of us in a show that we did 35 years ago. That's how long we've known each other. And we're performing back then. And then we got together again. Bethany found me and got a bunch of her friends, and we did a few shows together over the years right after COVID, and it was so much fun, and we've remained amazing friends. So she's always doing a million things. So tonight was a perfect night to zoom them in. Well, let's say hi to a few of our friends. Danielle Alexandria Alchemy has joined us. Yeah, Leo, that's it. Leo's the best. So this is a picture that Bethany posted of us in a show that was called Night in Emerald City. And it was, I'm going to say 1989. Can you imagine? I was 26 in this picture. I'm 62 now. That's how long Bethany and I have been friends and performing together. And unbelievable. And as Bethany says, we don't, we've aged maybe a couple of years, but wonderful, wonderful. And I love how tonight we're really going to focus on how performing together brings you close. It's like a bond that you have for life. And no matter how many years go by, you always have that bond. And she's now working with this amazing group. And performing makes everybody happy. The arts are just, to me, the cure for the blues. That's it. So let's say hi to some of our friends. Danielle Alexandria Alchemy has joined us. Hey, Leo, Maria, what's the story with Maria crew? So happy it's Tuesday and we're all together. Yes, Danielle. Danielle is a wonderful person. She is a medium, a psychic, a spiritual healer. She does past life regressions. She does spirit animal readings. And she is the real deal. I wouldn't even say her name if she wasn't. But she's amazing. And you should really go to DanielleAlexandriaAlchemy.com and look Danielle up. You won't be disappointed. Every single person I have recommended her to has had the most incredible experience. So Danielle, thank you. Oh my God. Speaking of incredible experiences, who is that, Leo? Zoom him back in. That is Adam Sank. He is a famous comedian. He happens to be our friend. And he is in the What's the Story with Maria, Nothing But the Apron calendar. Every year I get my friends to take off some of their clothes and put on the apron and send us pictures. And then Leo has the task of combing through them and choosing the best one. So this is Mr. February. His name is Adam Sank, S-A-N-K. Look him up. He's great. He's hysterical. And he's our buddy. And he's Mr. February this year. Hi, everybody. Love to all, says Bill Goffey. Even Leo. John Pietero. How you doing, John? Good to see you. We had a fun time last night at Stonewall. It was a wonderful evening with Lori and John. And look, I have Lori Towers made this, Leo. I don't know if you know Lori's making jewelry now. So she's got all these beautiful pieces. We're going to have her come on the show in a few weeks.
Are you axing the oligarchy? Are you axing the oligarchy?
Yes. I love it. So I chose this arrowhead.
I love it. Let me see it up close. Get up close.
Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty?
Yes.
Look how pretty that is. It's a 16 inch chain, and it's really, she's got amazing stuff. we're going to have Lori come zoom in a few weeks and do that.
I heard a little birdie told me.
Yeah.
Little birdie told me that if you wanted to axe the oligarchy and get a tomahawk, an arrow, an arrowhead,
Yeah.
a samurai sword or a long sword or a dagger, just to
Yeah.
help out our some of our friends and show power, then you could go to lauritowers.net/axe the oligarchy.
What?
And you can start ordering now.
Oh,
I'm
that's so
probably jumping the
cool.
gun and letting
No,
them
this
know,
is
but a little birdie
great.
told me, a little birdie told me,
You have a lot of connections with little birds.
you
Lots of
know,
little
I
birds
live up in
talk to
the,
you.
I'm like, ha, 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 ha. I'm like
Oh, I
smiling. They
love it.
tell me things.
This is so cool. So they can go there now. Lori Towers backslash
.net,
.net.
lauritowers.net /axe the oligarchy.
Oh, I
Axe it.
love that. I love it. I love it. Well, I love my little piece. I love it so much. Thank you, Lori. We had a lot of fun last night. Rena Cugnali Berge, my
I saw
cousin.
that picture.
I know. I wish you were there
They were
too.
having my
You'll be here soon.
blackberry or blueberry.
Black and blue. I used black
Oh.
and blueberries, and I made them black and blue Manhattans. Rena Cugnali Berge has joined us. That's what they like, the black and blues.
Hi, weather girl.
Weather girl from Massachusetts. My cousin is here. Who else? I don't want to miss anybody. Eddie Valles, my buddy from high school. He's an actor. Eddie, anytime you want to come on, maybe OV, your brother OV, who's a great actor as well. Eddie and OV are great actors that I went to high school with. Lori's here. Okay, good. I think now what we're going to do is usually Leo and I chew up a little time and we do a bunch of stuff. But our friend Bethany Vahn, I wanted to have her on tonight anyway because she's doing this great big band show February 28th with
Always got good stuff going on.
I know with the Advocates, which are their big band. It's great at the Larkham Theater. And she said, "Wait a minute, I'm teaching my class tonight. How about if me and my students zoom in?" I was like, "What? That would be incredible." So
now, when I saw Advocates, at first I thought I was giving it a little, Mexican accent, and I thought at first it was avocates. I was like, "She's singing with avocados? What?" And then I had to reach out.
Right. I love it. And you focused, you zoomed in, and there.
Yeah,
I think it's the Advocates, right? Or is it the Aristocrats?
right.
The Advocates.
No, Advocate. No, the Aristocrats is a dirty joke. That's a different show.
No, that's I don't know. Anyway, we'll have Bethany tell us all about it. Is she in the wings with her students?
She is in the wings with the big old. She's got a club or something like that with her.
Oh my God! Hi, you guys.
Spread it out.
Oh my! This is so great.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, nice to see you, Bethany. How many people are there with you?
So there were 12 of us, and actually Donnie, who is the owner, is usually kind of joins us, but he's not here tonight. So, but right now we have 10 and me.
Oh my God! So tell me a little bit about what you folks do every Tuesday night. You said from 6:30 to 9:30 you meet, right?
9:30. So we meet here at the Larkham Theater from 6:30 to 9:30. And we vocalize and all of that kind of thing. But every person gets up and sings. They're working on a song or songs, depending upon how many people are here and how much time we have. And so I give them some feedback, some critique, some vocal techniques, whatever. But we've been doing. Many of us are kind of. We've formed this bond. We've been here for a while, right now, and so I always say my biggest compliment and the best joy that I get from this is when other students finally, start to say, "Hey, this would be a good song for you," or "Hey, why don't you try this," or "Try this technique or that technique," and then I know that it's really working. And you can see the whole gang here. Here, I'll get out of the way for a minute so you can see all of the.
And do you want to tell us everybody's name, Bethany?
Yes.
Tell us who's here. Introduce
and by the
everyone.
way, I will tell you, we have a showcase coming up, by the way. We have 2 showcases a year, and we have a showcase coming up April 4th here at the theater.
Okay.
We'll introduce. All right. So you guys, And to you, and you every shout out your, well, tell your name. This is Victor.
Hi, Victor.
And David.
Dusty.
Kim.
Randy.
Maria.
Winnie.
Josh.
Laurie. Ann. And they are amazing. It's like the Mickey Mouse Club.
I love this. You know what I love about
you know what I
love about it, Bethany? Because you and I know we're vocalists, and Leo knows too because he's a teacher like we are. It always, I find it ends up being mostly women and then maybe one or two guys. This is so impressive because you have like so many guys as well. So that is great.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Now, has everyone had singing experience before this class?
So everybody has a story, and I can let some people tell the story, but some people have never sung before, and this is like a dream that they've had. Some people are maybe did sing and they may stop singing because they were raising their family, whatever. But yeah, here I can actually let some folks. Who wants to share their story? Randy.
Randy, why don't you come closer, Randy? Come closer. Have Randy come closer so we can pick up the voice.
When I was 7 years old.
Oh, here.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, now we can. Go ahead. Yeah, Randy, that's much better. Woo! Big hand for Randy. Go ahead, Randy.
When I was 7 years old, I had to sing a solo in a Christmas line and show. And when it was my turn to sing my line, my little sister Heidi, who's 60 years old now, stood on my mother's lap and screamed out, "That's my brother Randy." I never sang again in front of an audience again until 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I've performed in showcases, and we're about to do the best of the experience is not only do I feel like a rock star when I'm on the stages, I get to have my two grandkids play guitar and my brother play guitar behind me. So it's been quite an experience, and I love this thing, Blackcomb Theaters. And Donnie, he's right now he's up in the back and he's working. He's trying to book shows and he's just relentless. So,
and Randy is amazing. Yeah, amazing right now. Yeah, he is a rock star. Yeah.
Okay, that's me.
Yeah.
Thank you,
all right.
Randy.
Welcome.
Woo! All right, here we go.
What a great story.
This is Winnie. This is Winnie.
Hi, Winnie.
I'm Winnie. I live here in Beverly. Hi, how are you? I hear you're a comedian too.
I do a couple of different things. I love Beverly. I used to live in Massachusetts. Go ahead, Winnie.
Nice. So I've always been a terrible singer, even when my kids were little. To get them to stop jumping on the couch, I'd say, "Stop jumping, stop jumping, stop jumping, or Mom's gonna sing." "Okay, Mom, we'll stop." And so I came across the Larkham Theater's website on Facebook and Bethany's Voice Club, and it said how all levels, no matter what level you are, you can join. So I said, well, I'll give it a try. And the first time I came, I was very intimidated because everyone was very good. And I was like, oh, but I've just worked on it, worked with Bethany and everyone's suggestions. And last year I was able to do the first showcase and I sang "Have You Ever Seen the Rain" with Randy's grandson, brother behind me, which was huge because it gave me even more confidence.
That's great.
And then my friend came to see it and she went to the wrong theater. She went next door to the comedy theater. And she said, "When are the singers coming?" And they said, "There's no singers. You want the theater next to us." So they gave her a credit for her ticket. So she said, "Winnie, keep looking, see what you see there." So I found that they have an open mic comedy. And from being on stage here, I said, you know what? I'm going to give that a shot. So I've been able to start doing stand-up comedy
Winnie,
as well.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
incredible. Wow,
so
you're unstoppable now, Winnie. You're on a roll.
I'm 60 years old and everyone's like, wow, how do you do all this? And I go, it's one step at a time. And I'm just doing one thing leads to the next.
Oh, well, I don't even know you, and I'm so proud of you, Winnie. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
That's really
very
great.
much.
I hope we get to meet someday. Maybe we will.
Yes,
Maybe
I
I'll
do.
try to come out for a show or something.
That'd be great.
April 4th.
Yeah,
April 4th. What does that fall on?
Everybody has a story. This is Lori.
Friday.
It's a Friday night.
Friday
Okay,
night.
Friday night. All right. Who else you got for us, Bethany?
All right, here.
Oh, hi, Maria. I'm Laurie,
Hi, Lori.
and you should have been here. Hi, Maria. How are you? You should have been in this theater tonight because we don't know whether it's because of the full moon tomorrow. Everybody here sounded better than they've ever sounded. Every single one of us, 12 of us. I've never heard anybody sing. I couldn't believe it.
And
Every
performing.
single person here.
Including you.
And I don't know about me,
Oh,
but what I will say is that Bethany, and you might already know this, is masterful at listening to you sing and knowing the very song that would best suit your voice.
Yes,
so
she's
that's what
great at that.
doing. And apparently it has rubbed off on some of us because I find myself doing that now. This one right here, maybe 6 weeks ago,
Yes.
and was very reticent and hesitant and a little bit shy. In Lennox tonight, I can't even tell you.
Correct.
Well, I think that's
So
what happens. People
we're-
come out of their shells, right?
Family. It's unbelievable. This is a wonderful, I got an email one time that said, take your voice out of the shower and come and join us down on the stage at the Larkham Theater. And I live
I
5
love
minutes
that.
from here. So why would I want to just watch another night of, I came down here and I took myself, I came out of the shower, dried off and came down
Yeah.
here. And I am so glad that I did.
I
Because
love
now
that.
I've got 12 new friends, more than, we've had people come and go and all of that. And I'm going to let Annie talk right now.
That's
Oh,
a
but-
great story. Come out of the shower, put some clothes on, and then get to class.
It's not
Yeah.
always easy for her to put her clothes on, but sometimes.
Oh my goodness. We would have had no audience, so I had to put them on.
Hey, me neither. Listen, me neither. I got to put clothes on too. These are great stories. This is so cool. So Bethany, come back for a second. Bethany, pop back in.
I'm here.
Okay, so do people get
Hello.
to choose their own songs, or do you choose them for them? Is it a collaboration?
So yes, a little of everything. So people absolutely, positively, and are encouraged to do their own songs. But some people come and they're either bashful or new or whatever. Or some people are phenomenal, and I'll just kind of hear something and I'll say, I really think you'd sound great singing such and such or whatever. And usually, oftentimes, people will say, I'll give that a shot. And then they find a voice that they didn't even know they had. Actually, I don't do that as much for Ann because she always picks her songs and she knows exactly what she's saying. But actually, everybody ends up picking their own songs. But I think at first, if you're not familiar, Maria, you've been singing forever and ever. But when you're used to singing and you know your instrument, you know what speaks to you, you know how you're going to do it. But if you're new to it, you just don't even know what you don't know.
Right.
But I love the fact that we're performing, and Kim is new to us this session too, and David is new to us this session. Oh, and Jesse too, come to the. Oh, actually,
Victor, yeah.
this whole
Yeah.
corner. But we've had a lot of people do a lot of like community theater work, or they're starting to do community theater work. Some people are actually starting to get some gigs here and there. In fact, Natalie is wanting to start her own like little band, and she was amazing tonight. So yeah, it's just
great.
I think it's a beautiful way of bringing music to life.
Do you do group numbers as well?
You know, we really haven't yet, but
Yeah.
we've talked about it, but we haven't gotten that far yet.
That would be so cool if you did like an opener and a closer as a group, because you're all like you know each other, and it seems like everyone's coming out of their shells, right? And
Yeah.
that might
Yeah.
be a cool thing to do. Wow.
And going to see like Josh. Well, Randy actually was part of kind of the behind the scenes of a theater company, and Josh, who just had to leave, he had to catch a train because not everybody's that local.
Oh, okay.
So he's on the other side of Boston. So he ran to catch. Yeah, but he was one of the leads in Fiddler on the Roof just
cool.
a month and a half
Wow.
ago or so. So yeah, you know, we're kind of seeing a lot of that happening. So David over here is married to one of my best childhood friends, and who always teased him apparently. Thing, but he's doing pretty damn well right now. He's
Listen,
doing Barry Manilow, so
I'm so impressed that you have guys, because it's like so hard to find guys that will come out of their shell and sing. And I would love it if more guys sang, you know. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine who's also a Boston guy, he lives in New York now, but he's on tour right now with Funny Girl, that's in Boston. His name is David. Yeah.
yes.
He was born and raised in Worcester. So Dave Foley Jr., if you go see Funny Girl.
What's his name?
David Foley Jr.
Yeah.
He plays the theater owner, and he's so good. He has like a thick Irish brogue, and he's a great guy. And Melissa Manchester's on that tour as well. So it's just, yeah. So that's right now. I think it might be at the Wang Center or close to it.
It's not there very long though, Maria. It's only like a 12-day run.
Yeah.
No, I know it's a short run, but it's just cool that we all start off, you know, like I love like hearing your accents, because I grew up in Massachusetts, and I feel like I'm home when I hear people that sound like, you know, sound like my family. It's wonderful. And it's just, we all love theater. And one of our friends here, Andy Prasky, says that he had a teacher when he was in 7th grade that made all the students do solos in a recital, and it made a huge difference in everyone's life. So, you know, it's great if you're a kid and you have teachers that'll encourage you to do that. We don't always have that, but I think that every human being, every kid that I've ever taught in my life loves to get up on stage, whether they know it or not. And if you can just pull that out of them, it's so freeing, you know. Even little babies, they dance around and they sing. It's the most natural thing for a human being to want to do, I think, is sing, you know. And even people when they get older at the end of their lives, it's music that moves them the most. So I'm always so inspired by people, adults that say, you know, I've done what I had to do, but I really want to get up and perform again. So I'm really impressed with what you're all doing here.
Sorry, I'm moving you.
So Bethany, how many more classes do you have now before the show?
Well, we're here every Tuesday night. So I don't know, a month and a
6
half,
weeks, maybe?
6 weeks, I think.
And do you have to start at the beginning of your sessions and then just stay with it, or can people jump on and off, or how does that work? You sign up for the entire run of it?
Yeah, so usually, when folks are a part of the showcase, they're here pretty steadily. But you know what, people do not have to be here every week. They can come, you know, when they want to come. We have some folks who do like to come every week. We have some folks who like to come once a month, whatever. And we also have people who are from, like Kim lives in Winchester. So I mean,
okay.
so we have folks. Yeah.
Well, I come from Boston.
And so she comes from Boston because she works in town. So it's so it you know, it just kind of depends. And we still have other folks too who come, you know, like Gary wasn't here, Jill wasn't here. So we have some other folks.
Then we had that came from Africa for one night.
Yeah, we had one guy from Africa. Oh, actually, we had that one woman from Spain.
We did. Yeah. People will stop in and they'll sing with us, and it's just amazing.
I love that. Think about that. That exchange of energy is so incredible. It's never to be repeated again, but you had it for that one night. You know, you can't put a price on that. It's beautiful.
So, Maria, you'll get a kick out of this. So, this started last year at one of our showcases, and what we do is we turn this around. I'm going to show you the theater real quick.
No, whatever you want.
We turn this around, and the theater. Look, and the theater is magnificent.
Wow.
Can you see it?
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Woo!
I love
So
that. It's so beautiful.
So, and the best part is the Purell that's right here. But aside from the Purell, but the theater is beautiful. And so before we do the showcase, everybody faces that way with the microphone. So we, you know, as a group, sit out there and we kind of critique, and you know, we act as an audience. And Laurie got so excited one night for one of the singers, and she didn't know what to do. So she was so excited, and she, you know, apparently screaming and hooting and hollering wasn't going to do it. So she took her shoe off and threw it. So now, if you're really having a great night, you're getting shooed. So
listen, you know, it's a thing. That's a thing down south at the Baptist churches. Did you know that?
No.
Yes, it's a thing in Baptist churches down south. If they love your singing, they throw shoes.
Oh, so new. I wonder
yes.
If that's luck.
It is good luck. You just have to duck. You got to be. Go ahead.
I wonder how Tom Jones would have felt about that.
I don't know.
Bird underwear.
Oh, right. They used to throw underwear at Leo pops in and starts trouble.
And Laurie, speaking of that, Laurie was just singing a Tom Jones song tonight.
Which one?
Not unusual.
It's not unusual. Come on up, Laurie. Let's do it. Here, show it to you right now. Ready?
Love it. Love it.
I'm actually very shy, Maria.
Go ahead.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe that.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
Ba 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 da ba.
Unusual to go da 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 da. I need my words.
Ba da da ba.
About it's such a crime. It's not unusual to see me cry.
Whoa. Wait, I'm gonna throw my shoe. I'm gonna throw my shoe.
Throw it, Maria. I'm gonna catch it. Got it. I got it.
That's hysterical. That's wonderful.
All right, so I'm going to bring you back around here.
All right, now listen, I know it's the end of your class. I don't want to keep anybody.
Jesse's keeping us together here. All right.
Doing tech support.
Well, Jesse, tell me your story, Jesse.
There we go. All right.
Say again?
Tell me your story.
My story. So I
Jesse.
grew up in I grew up in New York, Long Island actually, and I did choruses and glee clubs, and I picked up the piano, and I was in bands. Growing up, he played guitar, I played keyboard, so we were in rock bands. We're still in rock bands together. And then recently, I got involved with the church. I'm on the worship team, and I got to lead worship once, which was awesome. I got to sing, and since COVID, I bought a grand piano at home. I play piano, and I've been singing more and playing Billy Joel stuff, Queen, whatever.
That's great.
Pull off without anyone listening. And then I know Bethany through the Music Connection. She teaches my daughter voice lessons. My daughter's 10, and we love her. We love her spirit and her energy. So now she's teaching me too. So eventually, maybe she'll be teaching my wife and everyone else in the neighborhood. But yeah, this has been a great club just to go and hang out, meet these people, and see their progressions, and they see my progression, and they learn about me. I learn about them, and we're all getting a little better. And I got a whole list of notes that Bethany. He's awesome, as you know.
I know. You know what? So he was reading my notes, and I was like, damn.
I got a lot.
I'm pretty good. I don't remember any of that. Don't you, Maria, when you're teaching, don't you kind of teach off the cuff, whatever you see?
Of course. Nothing is planned.
Oh.
Not when you teach performing arts. Everything is just, you go by a feeling. But yeah, Bethany, I guess, we're better than we think we are, sometimes, right? So, well, it's so cool to meet you. I have a lot of friends in Long Island. Lynn Portis, my musical director, lives out there. She's in Belmar now. She was in, she's been out there for a long time. Lots of amazing musicians out in Long Island. So you're just another wonderful musician from
Billy
Long
Joel
Island.
and all that. Yeah.
I love it. Well, nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing your story. That's so cool.
Maria.
Now, Bethany, we don't want to keep you guys. I know it's the end of your
We're
class.
plugging you.
I want to ask you about your big band show. Your big band show for February 28th. I don't know if you could hear me on that
Yes,
one.
yes.
Okay, so fill us in quickly
No,
on
so I'm
that.
sorry, yeah, yes. So, I sing with, the Advocates, which is a big band show.
Yep.
And, yeah, there they are. Wonderful people, and, obviously, so some folks are my age. We're kind of the spring chickens of the group, and then we have folks that, kind of have started, many years ago. And, it's a group that's been around in its entirety for 60 years. And, it started the year that I was born. And now I'm a part of it, and we'll be here February 28th at 7 p.m.
Oh, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. How many pieces is in that band, Bethany? What is it?
17.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
great. And that's at the Larkham as well. So folks, between you have April 4th is the showcase for the Voice Club. Put that in your books. That's a Friday night. And the Advocates, I think, is that a Friday as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So you got your Friday night date night all lined up at the Larkham Theater. There's so many great shows. Please go and check it out. One of these days, tell Donnie, I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to have him zoom in and just talk about the theater and how the great things he's done with it. So that is the Larkham, LARCOM.org. Go and check out. That's a beautiful theater in Beverly. And let me see, the address is 13 Wallace Street, Beverly, Massachusetts. I love Beverly. I spent a lot of time out there in my early 20s. And Bethany and I worked at this great place called Romy's Quarterdeck in Danvers. Years for years together. And that was way back when, like 35 years ago. But we stayed friends and we love each other and appreciate each other's talents. And everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm so happy that you were able to do this and we were able to connect. So
Thank you.
thank you. We appreciate you. And I love you, Bethany. And tell Donnie, I'm going to reach out to Donnie soon and we'll bring him on. Okay? Love you, honey.
Love you too.
Bye, Maria.
Thanks, everybody.
Bethany, you and Maria were quarterdeck kids?
We were.
Oh, that's great.
That's where that picture was taken.
So I used to work at
Quarterdeck
Century
kids.
House.
Oh my God, love the
Oh,
Century House.
Oh, yeah.
I
used to
had
come over. I was
many
a
a
waitress.
prime rib at the Century House.
Oh, yeah. And we went over for drinks. You might have served us.
Listen, you know what? I'm telling you, we probably have a history, Lori. I was a little wild back then.
You'll hear it here.
I love it. All right. Thank you, guys. Leo, thank you. We'll zoom them out. And oh my God.
Wow.
I know the connection was a little wonky, but how cool is that?
That was great. I thought the stories were great. It was just a little bit, but all the stories were great. You didn't miss anything.
You do, Leo. It's like what you do with your group.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
we do. I wonder, and I didn't get to ask her. I wonder if she's still there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Still
Bethany.
here.
Yes.
Bethany, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you guys, do you have them write patter as well as storytell with their pieces?
Say that again. Do I have?
Do you have them write patter or tell stories along with their singing?
Like when they introduce their
in the
songs.
Voice Club? I don't.
Yeah, like you.
I mean, I do vocally, but they don't actually. They tell stories within the song, but do you mean actually create a story around it?
Oh yeah, well, because with my senior group, I have a senior group up here that I think I've told you about it. I have them go through, write their story, and then pair their stories with songs from the Great American Songbook or whichever, so they can relate their story along with the exclamation point of music.
That.
Yeah, you know what it is? We're all teachers, so that's the thing. We're always thinking, right? One of these days we'll have to powwow.
I know. Oh my God, that sounds like a fabulous idea.
And then we're gonna have to rendezvous again at the
I know. You know what? I'm making a trip out to see Maria. Actually, I told
Anytime,
all of you. Oh,
Bethany.
this is another Maria.
Oh, hi, Maria.
I told the gang we got to come to Brandy's to see you.
Oh my God, Bethany came to see me and stayed the entire shift.
Till 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah. I loved it.
And you drove down, didn't you?
Yeah.
I want
and then
in
she
on
got up
that.
and sang. Please come down. It's such a great place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sing in a couple different places during the weekend. You're welcome to all of them. And then it's open mic
All
too.
right.
You can
We'll
reference
make
me.
a date. We'll make a date. It's so
How often are you there, Maria?
I'm there every
Yeah.
every
How often are you there? When?
Fridays and Saturdays at Brandy's. And then at the duplex, I'm there on Wednesdays, every Wednesday. And that's
Okay.
open mic. You can get up, we'll get you up to sing.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
so
that'd be
fun.
awesome. Yeah. I keep telling them we're gonna do that.
I know.
Road trip.
I know. I know.
party
I
bus.
love it. Well, it's so
The
nice
more
to
you,
see
the more
all
you
of
sing,
you.
the easier it is.
It's true. It's true.
I just want to tell you folks, I'm sure you know, but Bethany's quality as far as teaching, is outstanding. But there's one more thing I want to mention. I've always, she has the ability to listen to a person sing just one time and point out their weakness immediately. One time, that's all she has to do is hear them sing one time, and then she helps them with the weakness that
In a very gentle manner.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and helps them to make it stronger.
Yeah, she's really awesome.
Make her cry. Make her cry.
No shoes for you.
No shoes. I love it.
All right, love.
Well, thank you guys so much. You made my night. What a great night.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was so sweet.
That's fun.
That
That's
was
fun.
so sweet. You know, I'm telling you, we should all we should like just have a little Zoom, me, you, and Bethany, and a couple of other teachers, because teachers help teachers teach better, right? We just all help each other. I love that. I want to check in on some of the people that have checked in, because I saw some names pop up. So Eddie, I'm so sorry. You're right. I saw your picture. I thought it was my friend Eddie that I went to high school with, but no, this is Eddie Velez, who used to live in the Bronx. I used to call him Eddie from the Bronx. He was a duplex customer. Yes, Eddie, you're right. I apologize. Vargas, my friend Eddie Vargas is who I went to high school with, and his brother.
Okay.
He and his brother Ov were great actors in our school, so I thought it was him. But I love Eddie Velez just as much as I love Eddie Vargas. So Andy Prasky, our wonderful friend, director, documentarian, has joined us. Now, Marianne McGinney DeVito is Bethany's sister. She's a lovely person. Hi, Maria and Bethany. Great to see how much music is so spiritual and touches our hearts. I agree, Marianne.
Mm-hmm.
Marianne is very supportive. Every show that Bethany and I did together there, she came to see. And when I did my show in Boston at the Club Cafe, she came to see that as well. So thank you so much, Marianne.
Billy was talking about Home, our song, the one that you, Billy, and I do together all the time.
Yes, me, you, and Billy.
That's a good song.
That's a great song, Leo. I don't do that often. I do it more when you're around. I love that. It's good to have little songs that you do with people. It just. Let me see who else is connected. But
it's fun when the timbre of your voices match.
Oh,
and they
absolutely.
they blend well. And then you throw Billy on top with it. He throws in a third harmony, and it just all blends together.
And he plays the piano for us. David Slauson has joined us. He says, I love this. Yes, David. David, so nice to see you. Long time no see. So now let me see. It's not. What do you have? It is that time of our show where Rena will get mad if we don't do it. It's called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. Let's. Excuse me, Leo. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Keep eating. Leo, show me what you got.
So I put this morning, before I went to work, I threw in my crock pot some hamburger meat, some Italian sausage, and some shells.
Whoa.
And then, some pasta sauce and some water, and then I let it cook, and then I put it in the oven. When I got home, I called it cooked and everything. I put it in the refrigerator. When I got home, it was already laid out. So I sliced some fresh mozzarella, and I put it in the oven. And while you was hobbling with Miss Bethany,
You
I
made
went just to
yourself a little casserole there.
a little bit
Oh
of.
my God, that's delicious. I love to
Mhm.
mix everything together too. That looks great.
Yep,
All right,
it's
so
one of
tonight
the mozzarella.
I'm at Judy's. I don't cook when I'm at Judy's, but what I did tonight, because I didn't realize I was going to be here till like a little bit later, but I had already purchased for Valentine's Day. Look at these heart-shaped
Ooh.
ravioli.
Oh my
These,
goodness, wait.
I know, Asiago cheese. I got these, believe it or not, at Costco, which I love.
Oh.
I love Costco, and I encourage everyone to support Costco. Costco is one of the most amazing companies you can imagine. So anyway, there's heart-shaped. Thank you, Rena. Go ahead, keep eating. Heart-shaped Asiago cheese and ricotta in here. And what I did was I had made some marinara sauce today anyway, because I usually make it for Chuck's Creeper. He always buys my marinara on Wednesdays. And so I just put a little bit of that and a little bit of parsley, and it is so good. I already ate some of it. That's that.
What do they do with the pasta to make it red? Was it a
You
red
know
pepper?
I think
Bell pepper?
usually do. There's two things that they can do to make it red. They can use red peppers, or they can use beets. A lot of times they
That's
use
right.
beets to make the pasta red. But I just thought it was so cute how they're little hot,
It's cute.
as they say in Massachusetts.
Eat your heart out.
Eat your heart out, little hot pasta. So that's
Oh, and
that.
that's filled with cheese.
Ricotta and Asiago.
Mm,
Asiago cheese is
mm.
phenomenal. And then I don't have salad tonight but I did make that at home and bring it to Judy's. Then there's from Trader Joe's. It's my favorite store. Rena knows how much I love it. Look at this chocolate mousse. Hey,
Oh,
isn't that, I love dessert. It's a chocolate mousse
oh
cake
my goodness.
shaped like a hat.
Say,
Shaped
what's
like
in it? Is
a
it like
hat.
one of those chocolate
It's like
ganache?
ganache. Yes. You said it before I even said it. See, your desserts. It's
Oh my
ganache.
goodness.
I know. I can't wait to
So,
eat that.
since we have some time, can I share with you some of the things
Please.
that I've been working on for summer?
Oh, yes, please. Christy Mickelson has said hello. Those look fabulous. Okay, go ahead, Leo, please.
I would love to share with you. I've been teaching my kids about video. You guys know that. I've been having them do some voiceovers. So let me show you.
What are you doing this summer? Come to ICC Town Hall for camp. There's field trips, great snacks, art, crafts, games, 8 weeks of fun. And super fun weekly things like Time Machine Week, Community Week, Foodie Week, my favorite, Pirates, Mermaid, and Sea Creatures Week, Superhero Training Academy Week, Animal, Bugs, and Critters Week, Circus, Fairies, and Magical Creatures Week, Science, Survival, and Space Week, plus video and performance workshops for tweens and teens. See you this summer! More info and registration at www.idaho.communitycenter.org.
Leo, this is adorable.
Aren't they so cute? I have another one, but I'll save it for in the future.
That is
I got one for the girls and the
cute.
boys.
Oh my God, I love it. They get so excited. I always love the commercials when they do commercials for, different things. Like when you showed us over the years, it's so
Yeah, the
cute.
donuts and the stuff. So, yeah, this time I'm having them support ourselves.
And all those great weeks you have planned.
Just trying to, come up with things that keep them interesting.
Yeah, so just remind everybody, because I know a lot of people do know what you do, but remind people what you do at the Idaho Community Center.
For Idaho, I am the children's programming director. So I run the after-school programs. Like every Monday through Friday, I have them after school, those that sign up. So they get there. We'll have, I do snacks for them. We've got President's Week coming up. They have President's Week out here.
Wow.
Not President's Day, President's Week, Monday through Friday.
I
So
love that. Well, there's a lot of presidents, so lots to
yeah,
cover.
so we have a full week, but I also, because usually what happens is about 10 or 11-year-olds, they stop wanting to do arts and crafts and coloring sheets and things like that. So
Yeah.
I created the video club out of that, just out of the stuff that I know. And so we've been making commercials and movie stuff because that's something that attracts the kids easier. But I started to introduce live performance stuff. So during President's Week, we're going to have regular camp. I usually make a snack that revolves around like the president's, like either favorite dishes. Like I make hoe cakes the first day because that was George Washington's favorite
What was it?
breakfast. Hoe cake.
Okay.
Hoe cake. It's like cornmeal cake, pretty much.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Yeah, but back in the day, they didn't have like fancy spatulas. So what they flipped it with was from the black skillet was a hoe. So hoe cakes.
Oh, now I get it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a garden hoe.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a garden hoe. So I make that for them. Apple pies, things like that, just revolving around presidents. And then I introduced a comedy class. So the 10 to 14-year-olds that have more focus, they come upstairs with me that sign up, and we've been just like Carol Burnett skit stuff. I mean, just silly, fun skit things that we do. And then spring break, I do spring sing break, and I teach them singing. Like they choose a karaoke track, and then we work on their presentation. So they're not just, hiding behind a microphone and that they're learning how to present and sing. And then we go to the big theater in town on our final night, and we sing for the karaoke on the big stage in the movie theater. So
wow,
it's a lot of fun. And then summer is, I have all those themes for summer. Our kids range is from 5 to 14 pretty much.
Yeah, so that's a huge range.
Yes.
You have to have almost 3 different activities, right?
Yep. And not only that, but you're thinking of 3 different age ranges with many different personalities and child rearing styles. And but this year I'm excited because I've got 15 and 16 and almost 17-year-old counselors.
Oh, really?
Which are great for 5. Yeah, because I've been trying to build the community center. Do you remember the 70s? Remember the good old, you thought of, and I know I had a crush on the 17-year-old dude that had the half shirt and, was the jean, just all those older kids that the younger kids can look up to. And that's what I'm trying to remember.
And then they become,
reminisce.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We did the same thing. We had that too in all our camps, theater camps.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do rather than, I mean, I know I'm fun, but for 5 through 10-year-olds.
You have to delegate. One of the best things I learned in social work from an amazing mentor that I had, she always said, Maria, you have to learn to delegate. You can't do everything.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to. And you have to delegate because it creates variety for the kids too.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that.
And it also allows me a chance to give them that craft, and then I can focus on the arts program stuff, which I really want to do. So, besides the 8 weeks of camp, I have 4 weeks of a video club for the 10 to 14, and we're going to do I let them create either a TV show, like a 3-camera shoot, so they're practicing that, or a movie, and we film a movie, and then we edit it, and that's a 2-week project. The next 2 weeks is our commercials and our Camp ID news, so they all learn to stand and present themselves, and hi, my name is, and this is Camp ID News, and then they do a segment.
I love that. I've seen those. Those are great.
They're so much fun to do. And then I'm doing 2 weeks of stage analysis for directors and actors because we're all getting into the age. And I found some Marvel Heroes scripts that I'm planning on using that involve the heroes. And then the last 2 weeks will be Camp ID Cabaret, kind of an end of the summer, using the comedy that we did all year and some singers if they want to sing, and whatever magic tricks, and we do that at the end of the year.
I
So
bet
that's the
everybody that's
program.
watching wants to be in your camp right now.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I
No,
hope
this is
so.
so fun. How fun. Oh, that's great, honey. Well, you know what? Keep us posted, and if you have other great, you know what I mean, you want to show little clips and stuff, that it's
I'll show
always
you one in
cool.
a couple of weeks. I don't want to
Yeah.
bombard you because I know you guys are all running to register right now, and it's not fair.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so we have about 6 minutes left to our show. I do want to let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything. David Slauson says food and art are natural combination. Absolutely, 100%. And they're also food and art are things that bring people together. Everybody, no matter who you're from, you want to break the ice. Just ask what they're. What, excuse me. That was Senator Mesa just shouted something out. But she is
One of the
cute.
great things I have at camp is I have a full I have a professional stove and kitchen. It's like a professional grade kitchen. So I
Amazing.
can, I bake these. I made bread pudding for them the other day. We're going to get snow up here, Maria. We're going to
are
get snow and
you?
rain. They're predicting. Yes, we're so excited.
Today? I mean, tonight? We're getting snow here again.
Tomorrow it's supposed to start. Tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. So it's supposed to be all of Southern California. So
wow.
I just
you're
think
in the
seasons
mountains,
are,
Leo. That's the thing.
yeah. We're in the desert mountains. It's a little different from Big Bear. It's like Big Bear is the big ski area. We don't get that much because of our placement in the desert. We're like high desert mountains.
Wow.
So,
it's fascinating because you're in a warm climate state, but you get snow. That's incredible.
Yeah, well, California that's the best. That's one of the things people love about California is that there's oceans to mountains. There's the forest to the desert.
My sister's going to be in San Diego in March because her stepson, he's in his 40s now, but he is out there. He and his wife are out there, so she loves to go visit them. So that's going to be nice.
It's probably about a 3-hour drive from here.
Yeah, and you're near Palm Springs, right? You're the closest. That's the closest to where you are.
I would say the close. It's about yes. It's as the crow flies.
Oh,
it's about 10 hours. 10 miles, I should say.
Oh, okay.
But because I live on a mountain,
right,
and there's general engineering, it's about an hour and 10 minutes drive to get down to Palm Springs. So if I have to do something, I usually plan something at night and just get a hotel room down there and then drive up in the morning because I'm just not a big night driver anymore.
No, me neither. And how
especially when it's not like there's a lot of lights in New York, even though but there's not a lot.
No, not in the mountains.
In the country.
Absolutely not. And things are getting better in California, honey?
I mean, they're worried about the rains right now with all the fires that have been there, and they've already put out the warnings. Yeah. They've already told people to prepare in case they have to evacuate.
Oh my God.
People.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well, tonight was really, really cool. Some of the stuff was like cool. I know that like the connection was a little wonky, but it's okay. I think it's just wonderful to see. It doesn't matter where you're. I'm in, New York, New Jersey. You're in California. Bethany is in Massachusetts. But theater is theater, and people see the joy in everyone's face, and they were so happy to be there. You could tell in their connection to each other. It's such a wonderful thing.
What was his name? The first guy that taught didn't want to sing again. He got shut down as a kid, but it still called to him, and now he's singing in a band. It sounds like they're booking to sing in different places, and
I love
people got to express themselves.
I love this. It's so cool, and I love that there's all kinds of people. So Juliana Cesari, who's in she's in Malibu, Santa Monica, right? She says, "Yep, waiting for the rains." Well, hang in there, Julie. And I was so worried about Julie when the fires were happening, but we stayed in touch, and she let me know that she and Steve were okay. We're so glad you're okay, Julie. Julie was my director in Tony Atina's.
It's one of those things down here, or I think anywhere, but especially in Southern California, it's like someone's getting in trouble and you don't want to get in trouble, and the fires are like the trouble, and everyone's just like sitting people in the forest are like, not me. People, and then we feel bad for the people that are getting like, ooh, that's horrible. We feel so bad. But there's also like, 30% of being really scared that it may hit us.
Yeah, of course. Well, we love you guys, and we're sending out all our love to California, one of my favorite states. Oh my God, I love it out there. It's
You
so
know what we
beautiful.
didn't get to mention?
What? Tell me.
The
Beam the
last
lid.
thing. Good thing to
Beam the
send
lid.
people with.
Yes. Thank you, Leo. Okay, so we'll end on this. This is the number to call to reach your senators and congressmen. It doesn't matter what state you're from, you call. This is the main hotline, the switchboard. When you call the switchboard, you say, I would like to speak, leave a message for, and lots of times people pick up. It's usually, their secretaries or the keyboard, the switchboard people. But please, everyone makes up this great country of ours, and we need to make our voices heard. So please call and say, I don't agree with this. I do agree with that. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about, like, for me, I'm 62. I'm worried about my Social Security not being there when I'm 65 or 67, decide to take it. I've been paying into that since I was 16. That's my money. I'm terrified that it's not going to be there. I'm worried about Medicare not being there. I'm uninsured. Like, I'm waiting to be 65 so I can be insured. Things like that scare me. So I would call about things like that. There are people that have kids that want to call about the Department of Education being in danger, or whatever it is. Like when people talk about DEI, they don't even know what that means. DEI covers like ramps, on and off ramps for wheelchairs. It covers like helping autistic children with in school, to have someone to help them. People don't realize when they're saying these, just throwing these random things out. So educate
It
yourself.
helps women of all ethnicities get
Right.
into jobs and representation in the workforce.
Right. And when people are like, whether you're pro-life or pro-choice, remember, when you're shutting down clinics, you're not just, whether you believe in abortion. Nobody wants an abortion. Let's just put that out there. But people need the freedom to choose. But if you shut down these facilities, which people are doing, you don't have cancer care for women. You don't have any kind of women's health. So it's not just that. That's a small percentage of what they do. So educate yourself and call your congressmen and senators and tell them how you feel, because they work for you. Remember that. So 202-224-3121. And whatever you do, don't be discouraged, because I was very, very, all of us were in dark places, and I'm starting to feel like there's a little hope, because we're all coming out of the woodwork now and saying, you can't do that. And also, lots of things are illegal. You can't just decide this has changed now. It's not legal. So thank God.
It's not a monarchy.
Thank God for these judges. I can't thank them enough, that are standing up and saying, no, 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 that is illegal. So anyway, please come back and see us every Tuesday from 9 to 10 Eastern, 6 to 7 Pacific. And and we always will be representing something having to do with the arts and the beauty that infuses into everyone's life. Leo, thank you for everything you do here. We appreciate you so much. Keep doing great things with the kids. And Andy Paskey says diversity stimulates ingenuity.
Ingenuity.
Yes,
yep.
Absolutely. Great show as always, says John Pietero. Thank you, everybody.
Yay, thank you, everybody.
I'm so glad that we get to be together, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Same bat channel.